Well, there we go. Yeah, I know the view keeps changing. I keep messing around with it. How many people we got so far? It says we've got 2 right now. I'm going to wait for a few more to get in here. Then I'll post the phone number. Should be interesting. Da, 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 da. Having a lot of fun messing around with the green screen. It's pretty nifty. I'm hoping the guy that made this background is able to show up for the live stream. He should be pretty excited that I'm using it. So who do we got in here? Speak up. I know it's an odd time of day for a live stream, but it's the free time I have. Just waiting for a few more. Hope people actually show up. Da, 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 da. Oh, I see we've got 3. Alright, I want to try. I mean, if you want to get some more people in here, share the link if you can. I want to get I want to get at least close to 10 viewers in here before I give out the phone number. Almost seems pointless to do it with 3. Pardon me while I let the dog out. Of course, you wait until I'm live streaming. Look at you. And we're back. Yeah, I make all kinds of noises when I sit. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone number in the chat. So, let's see here. Alright, I'm about to post the number. Just about whatever. Whoever wants to call can call, and I'll put you on speakerphone, and everybody else can hear us talking. So, all right, just waiting on the calls to come in. But while we're waiting, how is everything looking? How's everything sounding? I'm completely new to all this new stuff that I'm doing. Green screen. I mean, I'm new to all of it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make it as pleasing to watch and communicate with as possible. How long am I gonna stream for? I don't know. I'm gonna take a few calls. You know, I don't have a whole lot of time. I have a little bit of time though. I've probably got maybe 30, 45 minutes to spare. So I'll just sit here and talk or take calls. You know, whatever. But it is fun learning. You know, learning like the green screen. If you watched the little video I put out of me and my daughters trying to figure it out, that was fun. That was interesting. But it gives me ideas, you know what I mean. That's why I wanna try to incorporate. So I don't just want a black background, you know. I want to spice it up a little. I want to incorporate something that has to do with whatever video I'm doing for the day. So if it's just a picture, let's say of the band, or like I did the thumbnail for the beatbox video this morning, you know, it's something that kind of goes with it. Until I can figure out how to incorporate the video behind me, I don't think I have the processing power to do that, because I think I got kind of a shitty computer. But that being said, it's still fun to learn. So I'm going to play around with it as much as possible. Still no calls, waiting on you guys. The number is in the chat. Even if you want to just call and say hi, say who you are, whatever. We don't have to have any kind of meaningful conversation. If you don't want to, you can just call and say hi and hang up. Got to figure out something, but you'll call in a bit. All right, Andrew, I'll be looking forward to it. Hopefully I'm still here. The band Death. I've never heard of them. I'm open to everything, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of fitting it into the current schedule. The way the beatbox videos are coming out, it's not going to be as time consuming as I thought, because as of right now they're only getting one video out per day. I don't know if that's going to pick up or if it's just going to be one per day. If it's just one per day, then I can kind of resume business as usual and doing the regular reactions, you know. The only thing that might cut into that is I just started a new job, and I'm going to be working a little bit longer hours, but I'm not cooking anymore. I had to get out of the kitchen. It was turning me into a complete and utter asshole all the time, and I couldn't even stand to be around myself. And I'm pretty sure the kitchen had everything to do with it, so I'm just going into a completely different line of work. Hopefully, one day I'll be able to do this right here full time. I mean, as fast as the channel has been growing and as supportive as you guys have been, I'm sure I will be able to eventually. Oh, we got a call coming in from Illinois. Let's see who we got. All right, 1 minute. Let me get it on speaker. What's up? Who we got? Andrew, what's up, man? Thanks for calling.
Not much. It's a lazy day today.
Yeah, I hear that. This is my last day off for a little while.
Nice. I got out of class a couple minutes ago. I'm just watching the stream, doing whatever.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, wait. I have a question for you.
What's up?
I have a question. So, you said you started learning how to beatbox and stuff?
I've practiced a few sounds. I haven't really tried to get too much into routines just because time constraints, you know. But I'm practicing sounds, you know, different sound effects.
Yeah, I get that. So I've been kind of beatboxing for like a year, but I pretty much just have sounds down, not routine stuff. But I feel like you know, once your channel grows, it's already growing a lot. You know, 6.6 thousand subscribers or however much.
Right, for sure.
So I was thinking, like, if you got to the point, because obviously a lot of the channel is beatboxing and a lot of the channel is the paid reactions and stuff. Like, if you were able to do videos about, like, if you could, like, start teaching beatboxing, well, obviously that's going to take longer, but if you could start doing, like, some routines or maybe a video about beatboxing, about your beatboxing journey. I think it'd be pretty interesting. I know a lot of people watch that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I've been kicking around different ideas of what I want to do. One thing I want to do is I want to take one different beatboxer per week and showcase them and talk about them and where they're from and talk about their style. I also, there's several ideas I've been kicking around, and one of them is like the whole story of beatboxing. Where it came from. I know it's like New York in the '80s when hip hop first showed up on the scene, and I want to cover from then till now. I want to be able to do it justice. So until I get a little bit better at my editing skills, I don't want to do it prematurely. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel. And there's all the stories I've seen. It takes time. It can take, depending on how much time you have, how much free time. Like, I'm a college student. I have a decent amount of free time. It can take like 2 to 6 years to be really good, and that's like, it's a lot of time and it's a lot of effort. But keep pushing for it. It's gonna be worth it. The whole idea of making music with just your mouth is pretty interesting, at least to me.
Oh, no doubt, man. My daughters are even getting into it. So they practice little sounds and little routines, and they're actually not bad. They seem to be picking it up faster than me. But young minds are easier molded. Even my 2-year-old goes around and doing these little percussive like almost sounds like a technical routine, just with like just all. It's like a really fast like lip and tongue thing, but it sounds like she's trying to imitate what she's been hearing, and I love that. I love that they're picking up on it and are able to appreciate it.
All right. Hey, I got to go to class in like 20 minutes, so I'm going to dip, but keep doing what you're doing. I'll probably watch this class.
No doubt, man. I really appreciate the support. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. First one down. That was fun, man. I'm hoping to get more of those. Even if they're all just like that, that's the kind of stuff I want. I want to interact with you guys. But yeah, I've been kicking around all kinds of ideas of things that I want to do with the channel. I don't want it to just be reactions, because reactions are fun. I enjoy them. I enjoy watching them. I enjoy doing them. Excuse me. But I want to have some more original content. I want some just strictly me content. Because I don't want to fall into that category of saying, oh, you're using other people's talent to grow your own channel, which in a way I am. I'm adding my own element to it as much as I can, but I want to have some purely by me content, something that I'm not incorporating other people's stuff into, just for my own peace of mind. I want to have some original content just to have it. But yeah, I want to do my journey into this thing too. You know what I mean? I want to like kind of go, because it's interesting. It started out just as I wanted to make a channel, and I didn't know what kind I wanted to do. I listened to a lot of like political speak. I listen to a lot of political podcasts and news shows and radio shows. That stuff interests me, but I wanted to. At first I wanted to do kind of me giving my take, because I'm interesting. I don't really fall into a left or a right category as far as politics go, and I was going to make a channel about talking about how you can balance those, how it doesn't have to be all to the left or all to the right, and how you don't have to demonize somebody just for being on the other side. So I still want to do that eventually, but that's going to be a different channel. The reason I named the channel what I did was because that's what I was going to do. I was just going to be talking shit about whatever, about political or social issues. So that was going to be my verbal droppings, my talking shit. And I couldn't really get comfortable with how I was doing. I didn't feel like I was fluent enough in speaking about it to make an actual video. So I realized I like listening to reactions. I still do. I watch a lot of reaction channels. So I was like, why don't I try that? And I kind of got into reacting to stuff that I already was comfortable with. So nothing was going to really take me by surprise or wow me. So once I got this first beatbox request, that changed the whole game, man. I didn't even know this thing still existed. And then once that first video came up, the Loop Station battle that I did, it just brought all these beatbox fans out of the woodwork, and they just all started subscribing and supporting the channel. And that's why I'm always going to have a part of that in this channel. I might do other reactions. There might be stretches of time where there's really not much beatboxing featured on here, but it's always going to be here, always, because I'm not going to turn my back on that original squad. You guys are who started growing me. I'm always going to respect that. I'm going to venture out and try to bring other people into it. But yeah. All right, we need to get another caller. Somebody else call. I don't care who. I want to talk to some people. I want to socialize. Why not have separate channels for political stuff, beatbox stuff? I will eventually. Until I can do full-time YouTube, I'm not really going to have the time to do another channel, because I already do my channel and my daughter's channel. So adding a whole nother channel on top of it, I think I don't have time. I don't think it would be practical in the least. But that is in the future. I have a voice recorder app on my phone. So when I get an idea, I'll kind of dictate into that recorder what that idea is and certain points that I want to hit about that idea. But I want to have the time to actually research the subject that I'm going to be talking about, and that way I don't look like a doofus. I want to feel comfortable in knowing that I'm going to be able to say something without it being wrong. It's very important to me when it comes to that type of stuff. That's another thing that I hate about politics, is how the truth is completely gone from it all. It's all political slant, every bit of it, from the right and from the left. Nobody wants to give anything an objective look. I hate it. I think that's one of the most divisive things about our culture today, is the fact that you automatically want to demonize the other side because they're not on your team. You know what I mean? Because they see something in a different way than you do, and because that's foreign, and because you think that you're in some kind of a tribal competition, you have to make them the enemy, when that's not how it is. And I think if we could get rid of that in our day-to-day speak with each other, and our day-to-day way that we communicate with one another, I think that the world would be such a more pleasant place. And I want to bring that about. I maybe not bring it about, but I want to have a hand in being a voice of reason in the middle of a bunch of just bullshit. That's the only way that I can describe it, is just bullshit. It is a weird time. Music only. Hey, I hear you, man. That's why I don't bring my political views onto my channel whatsoever. It's not the place for it. This is completely a music-based channel. I might talk about, like I just got done talking about that I was interested in politics, but I'm not going to give my views. I'm not going to risk alienating people over a subject that doesn't even exist on this platform. You know what I mean? This is all music-based and whatever else that I want to bring to it as far as reaction content. But yeah, politics will be in a separate channel eventually, when I have the time. Wow, that was pretty long-winded. I'm getting better at that. Let's see. We need another caller, man. Somebody call. I'm lonely. Number is in the chat. It's up at the top. Why am I doing this when you're commuting? I am sorry, Trinks. I did this whenever I had the chance. I did 2 videos. I actually did one of your videos earlier. I did the Everdream for you earlier. So, I'll definitely do it again. There will be more chances to participate. I promise you that. I promise you that. This is really fun. I'm enjoying it. Oh, you can't call to the U.S. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know how to do international calling. People say it's easy. I just don't get it. There's a lot of extra numbers and steps, and I don't know. But yeah, I was able to get Ever Dream done for you earlier, so I do hope you enjoy it. I did. It was a great song. Spoiler alert. I loved it. Beautiful, man. I just can't get over how much I love that voice. Skype, actually, yeah, I would definitely be interested in doing that. We can do a Skype convo. I mean, I can't do it right now because I wouldn't know how to bring the Skype app into Streamlabs right now. But once I well, I'll have to record that. You know what I mean? It won't be a live thing. We'll do a Skype convo and record it if you want to do it that way. I'd like to incorporate more of that stuff. You know what I mean? Talking to the peeps. All right, give me a call. Somebody scroll. Actually, let me put the number back in the chat because I don't think you can scroll back up and get it if you just got in here. So give me a second and I will put the number back into the chat. And yes, you are calling the United States. You're calling Florida. And no, I don't know how to make international calls, so I can't help you there. 637 7993. All right, here we go. GBB videos on point. Thank you. I'm trying to be the first one to put them out. I want to beat everybody else to them with all of them. I want to be the first one to get these GBB videos. Oh, you want to give me some heat? No problem. Like I said, we will definitely set up a Skype convo, and you can unleash your wrath upon me. So the number is back in the chat. Give me a call. Let's talk about whatever you want. Spiritual healing from Indonesia. Rafli, dude, Rafli was awesome. Listen, I was supposed to have a Skype interview with Rafli, and we could never line it up. It's just every time we tried to set something up, the other one was going to be busy. You know, we're on exact opposite parts of the world. I think Indonesia is like 12 hours away from where I'm at, so just setting up a good time was really hard. But I still want to do it. I still want to get it set up. Oh, you like me more after Ever-Dream. I guess we must share opinions on this song. I love it, man. Nightwish is now my favorite band. You know, move over everybody else, dude. That's just everything I've heard has been just so absolutely epic. You know what I mean? It's this larger than life sound that nobody else has like that. All right, somebody call. Call me if you like me. Call me if you hate me. Just call. How's my beatbox progress? You know, like I've said before, I just don't really have a lot of free time. You know, I've got a few different things. You know, I've been practicing on the couple of bass, I'm getting all right at the teeth roll. I just can't quite get the low end on it. You know what I mean? The actual lip roll bass, I can't get my lips in the right position to get it done. But I got the PF snare down all right. And then the kick drum, which I'm working on that one. That one still needs a lot of work. Then we've got, the N-word K. So, no, I can't beatbox. That's about all I can do, what I just did. And that's even somewhat embarrassing even doing that because it's, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm going to share it with you anyways. Da, 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 da. Post this bad boy back into the chat. Da, 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 paste. There we go. Call me, call me, call me. Practice percussion, then bass. Yeah, it's before I even try to put any kind of a routine together, I'm just gonna have to get good at the sounds themselves. You know, a lot of it's just gonna take me having time to practice something over and over and over to the point where it just becomes natural. Yeah, and I know a lot of it's, you know, transition from one sound to another. You know, figuring out how to transition from making one noise to making another noise without it sounding like you're making a transition. Excuse me. Allergies are horrible in Florida this time of year. The last couple of days, I wake up and my eyes are just watering. I can't breathe out of my nose. Yeah, I've been doing you're talking about with the lip rolls. I've been doing the same thing with the teeth roll, because that's the only type of bass that I've been able to get, is that, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm not going to rush it. You know, there's no reason for me to try to rush anything at all. All in due time. I'm having such a good time with the channel, just every aspect of it. You know what I mean? I'm learning technical stuff, you know, on the computer that I didn't know how to do before. Like, I literally taught myself green screen, like, just today. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, yesterday. I taught myself green screen yesterday. I went from knowing nothing about it to actually having a halfway decent image, you know? It's pretty cool. Plug me to a Discord. Awesome. But yeah, it's been really rewarding, the channel. It's I get a little bit of heat from the wife once in a while just because I spend so much time doing this, but I keep trying to explain that if I can make this a full-time gig, then it'll all be worth it in the long run. You know, the time that I'm sacrificing, putting into it now, you know, I think it'll pay off eventually. I hope, anyways. Indonesia is the largest. Are you talking about for a beatbox community? I know, man. I've noticed there are so many. Like, when I started doing the werewolf competition, I got so many Indonesian subscribers. Now, granted, a lot of those Indonesian subscribers did nothing but poke fun at me at the comments section, right? So I got curious because they were all posting in Indo. So I went and translated it through Google. So I got to see a lot of them talking about me being bald. And, you know, the fact that I bob my head a lot. So, you know, they were ripping me up and down about that. But I just love that I'm getting such a diverse group of subscribers, you know what I mean? That this community is so large and so vast that it's literally worldwide. Oh, we've got a call coming in from New York. Let's see who we got. Hello, who do we got? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? I hear this is New York, it says, right? Uh-oh. We dropped the call. I don't know what happened there. Call back and I will answer. Yeah, don't know what happened there. All right, we got it coming in one more time. Hello, New York.
Hello, what's going on?
Not much, man. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, you're speaking to Danny Burke Beatbox. I was just in the comments.
All right, Danny Burke, what's up, buddy?
Nothing much. Figured I'd reach out. Got you leaving you hanging there, so I figured I'd call in.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I really do. It's it's kind of getting me to practice, you know, my talking about nothing, which is kind of what live streaming is all about, and I've got to figure out how to do it. So,
Yeah, I hear you.
all right, what do you want to talk about, man?
Anything, man. Your take on the GBB so far?
Oh, so far I'm loving it, man. They opened it the right way. Having Elise come out as the first video, that was super super dope, man. That was I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was for being the first video that they released. You know.
No, his was like, I'm surprised he wasn't. Well, you'll see. I don't know if you followed the tournament as it was going on.
No, I didn't. I didn't listen to anything. I completely skipped out on all the live streams that they were doing. I want to get everything as it comes out on here so I can, have 100% genuine reaction to it.
Yeah, I hear you. So spoiler free, nothing coming out of my mouth.
Yeah. I know. I've heard some decent stuff about. I got Codfish coming out tomorrow. I've heard that one. That one's really good, which I don't expect anything less. I already know D-Lo won, so I can just imagine just the magic that's gonna come out of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got some stuff to look forward to.
Absolutely, yeah. And I know the other guy, the Thomas Sakura, is that his name? That's who he was up against in the finals, correct?
He came out of left field this year, and he was unbelievable.
Right. So the first time I ever even saw him was when I did the solo wild card video. That was the first time I'd ever even heard of that dude. But that was dope, and I can't wait to see what he does in the battles.
His style is unbelievable. His sounds are just the cleanliness, the power behind. He's going to go far with his career. But
Yeah.
You'll see when.
I'll tell you, and he wasn't in the GBB. I'm hoping he is eventually. But Pac-Max is the one that I'm looking forward to seeing where he goes, man.
Pac-Max is another. He came completely out of left field.
That dude's a
He's just
prodigy.
Absolutely. Now it's just that with the young kids coming up nowadays, when they come in at the right time and they're around the right people like Alem, Alexinho, the whole community over there in France, you grow fast. And it's essentially learning a language, and for some reason kids grasp it easier. So the younger age you get in it, the better you get for some reason.
Right.
The kids come, it's unbelievable.
I think a lot of that has to do with muscle memory. You know what I mean? Muscle memory is a lot. It's a lot more elastic when you're young. Once you get older, it's a little more rigid, and it's harder to learn muscle memory and certain things like that. But everything I've heard from him has been awesome. I like to watch every time he does a live stream, whether he's beatboxing or doing his loop station. I've watched him practice loop station a bunch on his streams. Dude is so talented, man. I can't wait to see where he takes it.
There's honestly no ceiling on this thing. He can take it any direction he wants. And I saw you put up the battles from the French champs. I haven't seen those yet, so I have to catch those.
Yeah, I missed them when they were coming on, when they happened, because I had so many requests coming through on the channel that I missed all of that stuff. So while I have a little bit of a break, I want to get as much of it as I can.
Absolutely, that's the thing, is there's so much beatboxing content. It's just impossible to keep up with all the videos.
Oh, I know, and I know I've got a little bit of hate, and I've noticed people unsubscribe. Like whenever I do a metal reaction or something like that, I'll notice I lose some beatboxers, and then whenever I do some beatbox reactions, I lose some of the other guys. You can't make everybody happy, but I'm hoping that I can get enough of a crowd that wants to stay and hear all the content. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you'll get the fans that don't want to stick around. It's just I could list 100 videos right now from like back in like 2010, 11, 12 that you haven't seen yet that are just incredible, but you don't have the time. There's just too many videos.
Absolutely, man. That's one thing that surprised me. Just not even hearing about the art of beatboxing since like early '90s was probably the last I ever heard of it. Actually, I take that back. The last I ever heard of beatboxing was when I first joined the Navy. I was in basic with a guy who beatboxed, and all he ever talked about was Rozelle. So apart from like Biz Markie and Rozelle were like the only beatboxing names that I knew, for a long time. And then to get back into it and to see Rozelle is still active in the community, and he's still doing things with the current beatboxers, and he did the shit with Reaps One with the documentary, which I haven't watched the ending to that. I only watched the first couple of videos, but it made me happy to see that something that it stayed alive in the underground, and now it's starting to make a big comeback.
Bigger than ever before, even. And it's speaking of Rozelle and all them, they grew this, and then they're watching the fruits of their labor, and most of them are still involved. Back in 2014, they had Rozelle and Michael Winslow at the American Beatbox Championships, and Michael Winslow
Right.
and to just watch it go from there to where it's gone. The genres of music expands. You think back to 80s, you think simple hip hop. It's gone way beyond that.
Oh, without a doubt. So, Michael Winslow, you bringing that up led me to something else. So, I saw, it was about 2 or 3 years ago, there was a video going around. I saw it on Facebook, and it was Michael Winslow was on somebody, like some late night talk show, and he did Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin. He did, like, everything. He did the guitars, the solo, the singing, and it was so badass. And I didn't even think about it at the time because beatboxing just wasn't something that was in my mind at the time. That's what that was, you know. I just like thought, hey, that's Michael Winslow from Police Academy, and he's making more sound effects. The fact of it being beatboxing just didn't even cross my mind until I got into this, and I was like, oh, okay, now you know it makes sense.
Absolutely. It's just I got involved in the community here in America back in 2014, and even just locally, within the country itself, the scene's blown up. We have talent coming off every coast. It's just amazing to watch.
Yeah, one thing I want to do is so I live in Florida, and I want to try to find some like local competition and just show up and, you know, talk to people and record some stuff. You know what I mean? I want to find some local underground talent here. I'm sure it's around. I just got to find it.
But you got an event coming up near you. It's the Legends Beatbox Battle. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. It's the closest one, I think, to you.
Oh, well, there is no chance at all of me being able to go to Georgia. And granted, it's only one state away, but it's one long state away.
Oh no, I've driven. But unfortunately, the events are so spread out because the country is so big.
Yeah.
That you got to most of them. I'm lucky. I live on an island that I can drive 45 minutes to the city, and then I'm at most of the New York events, which are pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
But lucky location, that's it.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm sure I'll be able to find something here. You know, so even if it's just a small event or just a group of people, I'm gonna start searching. You know, like Facebook groups and whatnot, just to see, you know, what I can find around here. But look, man, I've got to get off here. I'm gonna have to cut this thing short. I do appreciate the call, man.
No problem, man. All right, I'll catch you later.
Yep.
Later, man.
All right, folks. So that's my first my first experience with taking you guys' calls. It was loads of fun. I'm definitely going to do this again. And Trinks, hit me up, and we will definitely do a Skype talk, and you can say whatever it is you wanted to say to me. Definitely look for more of these, man. I'm going to do them more often. It was a lot of fun. I want to get you guys involved. And all right, thanks for everybody who showed up. Appreciate it. See you next time. Peace.